I decided to do something I've actually been thinking about doing for a while. Much to my parents' dismay, I am going vegan for the month. Over the course of this month, I'm hoping to see just how much I lessen my environmental impact. I want to answer a few main questions too. One, is veganism for everyone? What I mean by this is it an affordable option? And is it an option that if you have different health conditions, maybe you can continue to eat on this diet and it be like a viable option for you? Two, is veganism really better for the earth? And if so, how much? How much am I reducing my greenhouse gas emissions? How much am I reducing my water intake by choosing a plant based diet? Over the next month, I will be meal planning, grocery shopping, comparing prices, and I'm also going to monitor my health and especially my mood because I've heard that veganism can have some impacts on your mood when you're eating a diet that's lacking in certain vitamins that you can only get from meat. So I'm interested to see how that will change my mood over the course of the month, if any at all. And I guess there's nothing left to do but get started. So I will see y'all on the other side. So for the first week, I had just got back from the Bahamas, so I went to my friendly neighborhood Harris-Teeter and stocked up on food for the week. I found that although there were a ton of foods that I couldn't get, there were a bunch that had reasonable replacements. Like I swapped out regular pesto for this red pesto, and that didn't have Parmesan in it, unlike the original version. I also picked up some soy-based fake meat products, which actually turned out to be pretty decent. I also bought a bunch of these like quick microwave meals, which turned out being really convenient and actually pretty delicious. So I just got done grocery shopping and I'm actually feeling pretty optimistic about this whole experiment because there were a bunch of things that like I was like, oh, I can't eat that, I can't eat that. But there was also a lot of stuff that I really still could eat and like good stuff. And my cart was it was full of a lot more healthy food than I normally have too. My dad was also super cool about helping me make some really good meals, and he made this delicious gnocchi.
You made it? Was it hard to make?
It was easy to make.
Good.
Took a whopping 20 minutes total.
See? Awesome. Thank you.
So at this point in the experiment, I was yet to run into some like gross vegan foods. And that was soon to change, as you will see in the next few clips. Not all vegan foods are all fun and games.
I just made this Trader Joe's vegan tikka masala thing. And it's really vague about what the vegan item is that's in it. Because, like, I know that it's normally, like, it could be, like, cheese or vegetables or, like, chicken or something like that. But it's just a vegan meat substitute, which is a little suspicious to me. But we'll just see how it goes. There's your vegan meat, boys. I mean, it's not the worst thing I've ever had. I've definitely eaten grosser foods in my life. But I prefer the paneer. My mother brought home this highly suspicious cashew fiesta dip, which to my understanding is vegan queso. It's very yellow. It's got an interesting consistency. It reminds me of the Chipotle queso, the one that was like floury and grainy and terrible in every single way. So I'm not positively hoping this will go well, but I mean, it's not great, but it's also not like the most disgusting thing I've ever eaten.
I don't think I can do it.
You can do it. You can do it. 1, 2, 3. Come in low. Come on.
Make the face, make the face.
It's not horrible.
I also got the chance to try an Impossible Burger, which, if you don't know what that is, it is, in theory, a revolutionary burger that tastes exactly like meat, but is 100% plant-based. I had one for lunch, but I also had Charlotte try some to compare to meat, as I haven't actually eaten real meat in over 4 years.
Don't let it fall.
And this has vegan mozzarella on it too, which would be vegan cheese. I tried it. Good at you. It's really good. Good. I've had it before, and like it tastes a a lot like meat. Like the aftertaste isn't as meat-like, but like it tastes a lot like meat. And the vegan cheese is really good. Just all in one. You don't think what? That it tastes like meat? No?
Not really.
Not so much.
Like a little bit.
50%.
Like it's not bad, but
Right.
it doesn't taste like meat.
So after all that fun food sampling, it was time to look at the results. How much did I actually reduce my environmental impact? How much of a difference did it make in my grocery bill? What were the nutritional benefits and drawbacks? I did some research to find out. In terms of price, I would actually say that veganism generally didn't make a significant difference in my grocery bill. Compared to the average American grocery bill, for one person, I was actually pretty spot on. The average bill is about $8,200 for a person on a moderate budget, and I spent $87. When talking about the nutritional benefits and drawbacks of veganism, I decided to look at vitamin counts, and I really conveniently had some blood work done while I was doing this project, and so I was actually able to look at some pretty cool numbers about how veganism was affecting my body. For me personally, my protein and vitamin B12 levels were actually spot on and right in the middle of average. However, my vitamin D level was slightly lower than what is considered normal at 26.7 nanograms per milliliter compared to the average of 29 nanograms per milliliter or above. While veganism didn't significantly impact my health personally, that's not to say it's for everyone. The most commonly lacking nutrients for vegans and vegetarians is B12, protein, calcium, and iron. A study in Belgium recently recommended against the diet for children and pregnant women, stating that it simply doesn't have enough vitamins and proteins. However, research has also shown that the vegan and vegetarian diets can lower BMI, blood pressure, and also reduce risks of heart disease, diabetes, and cancer. Finally, what are the environmental consequences of being a vegan? While veganism does have its issues such as deforestation or driving up local costs of produce, overall it's considered one of the most environmentally friendly diets. Livestock contributes to 18% of greenhouse gas emissions, so switching to a vegan diet can help alleviate that. According to a study from Oxford, vegan diets can reduce your carbon footprint by almost 73%, and your land use could be reduced by 75%. Some studies put total environmental impact reduction at 84%, analyzing factors such as water and land use, eutrophication, and climate change.